Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to our very first session of the year. Thank you for holding space for me as I navigated a tough time and focused on my personal healing these past few weeks. I'm feeling ready to reconnect with you all, and I'm honored to share this sacred time together. Before we dive in, let's set the tone for today's session. I want you to take a moment to close your eyes, if it's safe to do so, and settle into your space. Let's breathe together. Inhale deeply through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. Feel yourself arriving in the present moment. This week is a powerful time to plant seeds for long-term growth. The cosmic energy we're stepping into is here to help us align with our true path and purpose. I am super excited to explore how this energy affects us collectively and individually. Now, let's jump into our cosmic forecast for the week ahead. Yay! We're going to get into our cosmic and astrological overview. So this week, the stars and planets are working overtime. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and harmony, is in a powerful conjunction with Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure. So this energy is all about taking a closer look at your relationships, whether it's with others, yourself, or your dreams. At the same time, Mars' recent opposition is adding an edge of assertiveness and ambition. While this can be motivating, it's really important for you to keep the balance. Too much push, and we risk burnout. So, what does this mean for you? This is a week to reflect on where you're overcommitted or out of alignment, and to take intentional steps towards harmony. It's also a beautiful time to solidify long-term goals in love, career, and self-growth. But let's pause here just for a quick reflection. I want you to grab a journal or a piece of paper if you can, or simply just think about these questions. Where in my life am I craving more balance? What relationships, whether with people, goals, or myself, feel most fulfilling right now? What is one long-term goal I'm ready to recommit to? I want you to take a moment to jot down your thoughts or just to hold them in your mind. Beautiful. Let's carry these reflections with us as we explore what the week holds for each human design type. Ooh, I'm tongue-tied. Now, let's look at how the cosmic energy uniquely affects each human design type. And remember, these are just general insights, so you could just take what resonates with you and you could just leave the rest. Leave it on the porch, baby. To my manifestors, this week, Mars is amplifying your drive to start something new. You may feel a spark of inspiration and an urge to act. But here's the thing. Venus-Saturn wants you to slow down and think long term. So don't rush. Inform those around you before you take action so that you can avoid any resistance. Here are some self-growth activities for you this week. 1, I want you to write in your journal about what you want to create and how it will impact others. The second activity is practice visualizing your ideal outcomes before you act. Another thing that I want you to do is to reach out to someone who can help you bring your vision to life. And that's probably going to be like a generator or a manifesting generator. They're going to be the best ones to help you. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to take a breath and I want you to trust the process because you've got this. Generators, this week is your time to shine. Mars is fueling your energy, making it easier to respond to opportunities that truly light you up. But Venus-Saturn may challenge you to let go of commitments that feel really draining for you. So here are some activities to align with this energy this week for you, my generators. 1, I'm going to need you to do an energy audit, babe. I need you to write down what fills you up versus what drains you. The second activity we want to do is we want to move your body in a way that feels joyful, like dancing or yoga, or you can just sway in your room to your favorite jams. Another thing I want you to do is I want you to practice gratitude by listing 3 things that truly satisfy you each day. And I also want you to remember and keep this at the forefront, is that your sacral energy is magnetic. So focus on what excites you and the universe is going to respond to you in kind. Manny Jennies, my manifesting generators, you're feeling all the energy this week. But here's the challenge. Venus-Saturn is asking you to slow down and to prioritize, while Mars is pushing you to do it all. Here are some tips so that you can stay aligned, my Manny Gens, because we always trying to be in alignment. 1, I want you to do a to-do list and choose only the tasks that light you up the most. Second thing I need you to do is I need you to take breaks throughout the day to ground yourself. No excuses. Honor your rest. Number 3, I'm going to need you to channel your creative energy into a passion project or a hobby. And also, Manny Gens, we need to remember you don't need to do everything at once. We know you great multitaskers, but you need to chill. Trust your process. Projectors. Venus-Saturn is asking you to evaluate your environment and relationships. Are they truly supporting you? Mars might stir up a desire for some recognition, but be patient because, as you know, your magic shines when you wait for the right invitations. So, some self-growth activities for you this week. First one is I need you to evaluate whether your surroundings uplifts or if they are draining you. This is important. We need to have you in good energy, babes. The second thing we want you to do is we need you to create a no list of all the commitments you're going to consciously decline. Yes. Number 3, we need you to practice daily stillness through meditation or breath work. So I want you to take this time to recharge and realign. Your clarity is your superpower, and we need you to be all charged up. Reflectors, you're especially sensitive to this week's energy shifts. So this is a time to observe and reflect rather than to act. I want you to tune into your environments that feel really good to you and honor your need for rest. So here's how you can nurture yourself during this week. Number 1, I want you to track your current lunar phase, and I want you to reflect on how it aligns with your emotions. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to spend time in nature to ground and cleanse your energy. I know if you're on the northeast coast, it's a little chilly, so you can use crystals, you can use sage, you can use smudges, anything that's connected to nature to help you ground and cleanse your energy. The next thing I want you to do, number 3, is I want you to practice setting boundaries to protect your energy. Remember, your wisdom is in your ability to observe. I want you to trust your rhythm. So I would love to hear from you. What's resonating with you so far? So let's do a quick little poll. Which area of your life are you focusing on this week? Are you focusing on, number 1, relationships? Are you focusing on your career? Are you focusing on self-care? Or are you focusing on something else? So I want you to take a moment to drop your answer in the chat or just share your thoughts if it's something else. You can just say whatever. That's what you're here to do. You're here to share. Self-care, love it. Okay. So now I'd love to open up the floor for questions. If you have any, feel free to share them in the chat. If not, somebody else might ask a question that they might even get the answer for you for, so you could just be in your observing energy. Okay, here's one. How do I know if I'm out of alignment with my type? Okay, listen. If you're constantly feeling drained, stuck, or like you're fighting uphill battles with no end in sight, you're probably out of alignment with your type. When you're in alignment, your life is going to flow. Even the challenges feel like they're a part of a bigger picture. But if you're out here forcing things, saying yes to stuff that just makes your soul cringe, or you're hustling in a way that feels really unnatural to you, that's going to be your red flag, babe. It's like trying to use an iPhone charger or an Android, like it's going to burn out. Like, no, it's just a no. So I'm going to need you to trust your strategy and your authority because they're like your personal GPS so that you can get back on track. They're going to help you know when you're in alignment and when you're out of alignment. Okay, another one. Can I use these tools even if I don't know my exact chart? Yes, absolutely. While knowing your chart is like having the master key, you can still peek through the door without it. So you can start with the basics, like leaning into mindfulness, emotional awareness, and just understanding your energy levels, like being present with yourself and just feeling your feels and how you react to things. But it's like cooking without a recipe. So if you stick to good ingredients, you're still going to whip up something delicious. And honestly, exploring human design concepts might inspire you to actually dig deeper. So you're going to want to get your chart done. And I have that available for all my members to do it for free, babe. So you have no excuse. And it's going to help you. Okay. What's the best way to use today's reflections in my daily life? That's a really good question. So you can make them your cheat codes, sis. Today's reflections aren't just random musings. They're like kind of like your soul's breadcrumbs. Like you can pick one thing that resonated with you and then you can apply it. Maybe it's like giving yourself permission to rest. Maybe it's like setting boundaries or finally saying no to that energy vampire friend who's always asking for favors and is never reciprocating. So just keep it simple though. Like you don't need a whole personality makeover overnight. That's not even a real thing. So I want you to treat these reflections like a playlist. You can press play on one track and then you can vibe with it all day. And then by the end of the week, you'll have like a whole alignment album after you're practicing all these things. So gotta get ready to get closed out. So let's close out with an affirmation to carry us into the week. So our affirmation this week is, I honor my unique design and trust the rhythm of my life. I align with the energies of the universe to nurture my growth, heal my spirit, and embrace my purpose. So I want you to take a deep breath in and out. And as you step into this week, remember, you are a powerful creator. You are aligned with the cosmos, and you are exactly where you need to be. Love you like I love myself. Have the best week, and I will see you next week.